Welcome back to the Mistaken Garden. Today is May 29th, and as you can see behind me, my rhodos are in bloom. So I wanted to take a little video showing you what my yard looks like on May 29th on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. So here we go. As per usual, we'll start in the courtyard. Oh, here comes Shopcat. Hello. Shopcat is turning 26 this year. This is a planter full of begonias that I started on March 12th. We'll see how they go. This is my bird of paradise that I've had in my house for the past 2 years. So I finally repotted it because it was really suffering being in the pot that it came in. I have my first rose bud that's opening here. It's stunning. This is a David Austin rose. It gets to be quite tall. You can see all the buds on it. Angel trumpet, angel trumpet, and angel trumpet. We'll see how they do. I never really had good success with them in my yard. Sorry, the sun is a little bit in an awkward angle. So here we have my tree lilies. That one there, it's about 4.5 feet now, I would say. This one right here. This one's a little bit smaller. This one tends to get larger than the other one. So we'll see how that goes. Down here I've planted, it's actually just in a hanging basket, and I just put it in this pot here. I have 3 types of begonias in here. We'll see how they do. I haven't really had much success with begonias. However, I have seen some people on YouTube, like Guy at the Angry Gardener. He has lots of success with them. So we'll see how they do. And this is a pot full of anemones. So I started a whole bunch of corms. They all came from Costco. And we're just going to leave them in here, see how they do, if they overwinter well or not. And this is one of my favorite, chocolate cosmos. Now the flowers actually smell just like chocolate when they're in bloom. Okay, now for the rhodos. So this one here has a little bit of issue. Some of the flowers actually are pink, so that's different. Beautiful rhodo. This one is just about done. Look at the color. Just stunning. This one I featured in my video last week, or not last week, but the last video that I made. It's obviously done, as you can tell, but it was a beautiful color. Very tropical looking. This rhodo is always the first to bloom, so it's almost time now to come in here and to take off the spent flowers, deadhead it. Look at those. Aren't those incredible? So this is an azalea, and it actually, all the leaves die back every winter. Now these rhodos, when we first moved in, they covered all the way around here. And so Brendan cut them back with a chainsaw, and you can see they're starting to come back there in the middle. But aren't those amazing? Oh, I forgot this one over here. Tree lily. It's about 6 feet tall so far there. And they are starting to get their flower buds. This one's very fragrant. You see how big those are? Look at that. This one's doing well still. The first batch have died back, but there still is some opening there. This is a fragrant one as well. Oh no, some of my irises fell over. Look at those. They are foxgloves. I was kind of wondering what they were going to turn into. But right behind it, you can see a rhodo that's in bloom. It's a species one. Unfortunately, you can't see it very well with these massive foxglove blocking it. But I will be repositioning those foxgloves for next season. Another fragrant azalea. Look at the color. It has orange in it. Now this also dies back to just be wood over the winter, and it has a lot of dead wood on it. So I actually cut out a huge branch that was here. Obviously I still need to cut down this branch here. But yeah, the smell from this one is just wonderful. And another foxglove. It's great. I really want them to take off in my yard. I love them. Look at the size of these. Oh, you can't see it because of the sun. Let me come over here. There we go. Look at the size in comparison to my hand. Oh, there's Shopcat. Just meandering around. The bees just love them. The biggest issue I have in my yard is deer. And it's wonderful because the deer don't like the rhodos or the azaleas or the irises. So out front here, this is my next project. I want to replace this wood picket fence, but there are irises planted in here. Can't really see it. Oh, there you go. And look at all the bees on this plant here. Hopefully you can hear that. I have the same plant on this side. I forget the name of it, but the bees just love it. I have weeded this area and put down some compost mulch. These are massive as well. Look at the color. And the new growth is already starting to come out. Look at how big that is. Unfortunately, the sprinkler isn't able to get to that rose because the lower leaves and branches from this rhodo block it. So I'll be cutting those back in a couple weeks. And check out the new growth on this. This is all new growth from last year. So this is going to be a pretty large rhodo. And this area is my area that I just leave. I leave it be. Look at the color on this, the green. The new growth is the light green, the old growth is the dark green. So this part of my yard gets zero sun. The azalea is still in bloom. Looks really nice against the forget-me-nots in the background there. I believe this is the same one as that one over there, just because of the colors on it. This one's just starting to open up. It is very fragrant as well. And this is all new growth from last year. All this is new growth. Let me just go back to this fountain so you can see what I've done with it. I added a new topper and some bubblegum petunias. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's go to the backyard so you can see the massive rhodo forest in the back. Hi, Lucy. This is my cat who's scared of her own shadow. Hey, Lucy. Hello. Let's go back here. I've had to add some deer fencing because I was a little bit late doing it. You can see here at these bamboos. The deer did jump in here and did snack on some of my roses. But that's okay, they'll come back. So this bed back here just kind of left to do its own thing. I'm hoping to come in here and trim them up. That one is done. That one had very little flowers on it. And this one's spectacular. So I don't really think you can really get an idea of how tall this rhodo is. But it's probably about 15 feet tall, I would say. Let's go on this side. And back here, I've been really working on keeping the debris from the trees off the ground. That way we can get some grass to grow. Let's see what else we had back here. This is my dinosaur rhodo. It's supposed to bloom at 25 years. This year was apparently 25, but it has no signs of flowers. I think the person that I got it from miscalculated. This one's done as well, but it was spectacular. Now let's go over here. And I'll show you the rhodos that are beside my garden, or rather beside my greenhouse. Look at that. I love the red. Here's my greenhouse. And then along this side, I have an azalea. That's the same one that are in my courtyard that have finished blooming. But look at these rhodos. They act as a hedge between us and where the old railroad track is. We don't have any trains on Vancouver Island anymore, but there is an old train tracks that people use for walking their dogs on and whatnot. And it's really a wildlife highway. Deer, bears, and cougars use it. So it's nice to have a bit of a hedge. I do use this pink string to kind of keep the deer out, but they obviously, you know, use my front gate to come in. But yeah, these rhodos are stunning, and I love them because of the hedge growing style that they grow in. I'm going to be trimming up the bottom pieces. That way we're able to mow the grass easier. But yeah, we want them to grow upwards, which is what their natural growing habit is. Well, thank you for watching another video. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and just put a little comment down below and let me know where you're watching from. I love to see where people are watching my videos from. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.